everybody, this is Peter here at the McKernan Group. I want to talk to you a little bit about a market update for right now. We're in the middle of July 2021, and what we currently see is what we've seen on the past couple of market updates is still you have a highly inflated market in the prices, and they're still consistently going up about 8 to 12% depending on your area and depending on where you are in the country. Some areas in the country they're a little bit different than where we're at here in Orange County, but that's what we're seeing in Orange County. We've experienced in the past 4 weeks an increase in inventory than what we've seen over the past 7 months here in 2021, and the reason for that is more people are going on summer vacation. A lot of buyers have been discouraged about being out there submitting offers and ultimately getting bid out of, actually getting that offer accepted, because what happens is if you're a 5% or 10% conventional loan and you're not removing appraisal contingency, which we've talked about that before on other podcasts, other videos. I do a podcast too, so that's why I brought that up. But what happens is you'll run into these properties where you're submitting a 5 or 10% down payment offer and you're not removing the appraisal contingency, and ultimately you're getting beat out because someone's coming in with 20, 25%, 30% down, removing that appraisal contingency, and then ultimately giving confidence to the seller, showing that you can close as a 20% or 25% buyer, and ultimately they're not even looking at your offer, especially those new first-time home buyers. Those are the people that are really having the challenges and the issues because they do have that smaller down payment and they don't have the gap that they can meet with their funds that are in their account. So if you have 3.5% or 5% down, and you don't have an extra $80,000 to $90,000, maybe $150,000 in your account to make up the difference between what you're in contract for versus what they appraise it for, then at the end of the day, you're ultimately, getting beat out each time. So you definitely want to make sure that either you wait a little bit or you jump in now because the interest rates are still good. We're still, nationally around 2.9%. That's still obviously fueling the market as well. But we're sitting at 2.9 to 3% on the interest rate. Last year when the pandemic started, we were at about 3.75%. So interest rates are still low, and then people are still increasing those prices because they're able to with the lack of inventory that's on the market. And I foresee that happening in the next, still in the next 6 to 12 months, consistently still going up, because we don't really see what's going to happen. We don't see what's really going to change in the market, especially now, because not a lot of people have still been able to really forecast if they're going to put more houses on the market with, forbearance, going away and everything else. And we really don't at this point with the market and the buyer demand think that that's going to really change anything. So that's a quick market update. We do see, prices still increasing on that 8 to 12%. And also, throughout the next 6 to 12 months, those interest rates slowly increasing, because the Fed's talked about that the last time they met. So, if you are thinking about getting in the market, definitely to make sure, you're working with a good agent and you're jumping in and making sure, that agent also has a good lender, or you have a lender that's helping you out, making sure you're getting the right interest rate and closing costs for that purchase. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments, leave them below. Thanks.